NexxLegacy.
So good morning, good afternoon to the people out there on the East Coast, and so much love continue to be worldwide. 92.8 Japan is really turned up tonight. I mean, tonight out there, West Coast, worldwide. It's just one of those kind of things where I just feel really blessed to be able to have this young lady. It seems like it's been a lifetime for me to actually not just have dialogue with this young lady, but also just to kind of thank her for her musical contributions and her life journey. And it is an honor, a privilege to introduce to the world on the AM Buzz, Miss Tionne Watkins, a.k.a. T-Boz. TLC Icons, baby, what's up?
Hey, thank you.
You know what? Happy Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day, so, I didn't get a chance to talk to you or have dialogue with you on Mother's Day, but happy Mother's Day. Super mom, you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's one of my best accomplishments in life. That's the one that makes me the happiest, is being a mommy.
So on Mother's Day, what was your day like yesterday?
My mom loves this restaurant called Mastro's out here in Cali. It's like way far in Thousand Oaks, California. So me, my mom, my brother, we all went to eat, and then we came home and opened gifts. And they cooked me breakfast, too, before we went to eat. So we had fun.
That's what's up. Well, like I said, your day is every day, but, they always pick that one specific day to say, to acknowledge or whatever. But I just feel like, as a mom, you get that every day, but, it's a never-ending type of thing, 365, 24/7, right? Goes on and on.
Yeah, you ain't never lied about that one.
Well, I am glad, and you know what? I really feel like this, Tionne. It just really feels like it's. I gotta start off by saying thank you because I know a lot of media people. They want to they want to know the business. They want to know the scoop on not just music but everything that is everything. But I want to take the time to say thank you for I mean, we kind of grew up together, and you didn't even know who I was until now. You know what I mean? And it's just listening. On the real, because, listening to you and your music and your God-given talent and everything that you've done, you've gone through, etc., it's kind of like, that strength that you have as a woman, as a mom, it just, a lot of people get motivated from it, not just the women out there, but for us guys that appreciate a good woman. So it's a blessing to just be able to say thank you. And then on the music level, is just, tremendous to be able to hear your voice and to hear you put together what God gave you into, the group of TLC, and to be able to do it up like you guys have done throughout your career. And I just, I just love you for that. So I got to thank you off top for that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot, especially 20 years later. So that's awesome. Thank you.
I mean, we could put any TLC CD against, not as far as a competitive type of vibe. You could put it in 20 years from now, 50 years from now, and it's still going to go like we just heard it for the first time. That's what you guys have done.
Oh, that's amazing. And it is weird you said that, because I know, kids have been coming up to me lately, like, oh, I danced to, your stuff, or I wish I was born in the 90s when you guys were out. But I'm like, how do you know me? She's like, oh, 'cause my mom, or, it's just cool. So it's just amazing.
Up. Well, talk to me about Champion. The single that I got. I remember when you first put it out there, and then you was tweeting it to death, and I was out there trying to help support it too. Like, you probably didn't know, we was tweeting back and forth to each other a few different times. So we was kind of going
cool.
over it, and the cool thing about Champion is just, like I said, it's just you've never vocally, you just seem like you've evolved, and you've never missed a beat as far as how that goes. But I mean, how did Champion kind of come together though?
Champion was something my brother and I and James, we call him J Hart, put together, because those are the kind of songs that I love the most, the ones that you can kind of groove to, but you still get a message.
Right.
But I put it out for charity, so it strictly is just to raise funds for sickle cell and kids with leukemia. So I just always try to figure out how to do both my passions, which is one, sing, and help others. So if I could do that through music, why not?
That's what's up. I mean, I like the it's inspirational in a lot of ways. Like I said, it's, anytime I'm checking for, anything, from the TLC legacy, and just to be able to hear something brand new for yourself, and knowing that, it's going to a very, very worthy cause. It even increases, that appreciation for not just music, but also the awareness, and also just for the legacy that you continue to build. So I thought that was real big. Real big.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah, I just thought it would be perfect for anybody who has any kind of trials or tribulations in life, like something that they feel they work hard for to overcome. So it doesn't necessarily have to just mean like health issues, but
right.
As far as athletes or just, anything in life that you feel hard for. So I feel like, champions aren't born, they're made. You become a champion. So It's just fun to do. So I just try to mix both my passions together. So thank you for that.
I always thought I was a champion, but after listening to that song, you made me feel like I was one again. So I was like, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
That's right.
T-Boz is our guest from the AM Buzz, and I mean, how do you feel about just the evolution of music itself? I mean, just from when you guys first broke out to where it is now, as far as the creativity of it, and just the not just the media and radio push, but just being creative. Like, what do you see that's different, or what are you not seeing from it now?
Okay, well, honestly, for me, there's less superstars than there used to be. You'll never come by a Michael Jackson, so everybody can just shut that down. That's never going to ever be taught.
Amen to that.
But other than that, just, the Madonnas, the Janets, there's a select few that are, like maybe a Lady Gaga or something like that, but there's not as many as there used to be, because I feel that, a lot of the music today, more so, like, I got a lot of songs that I jam to, but for me, I don't even know what half the people look like. Anybody could have just sang it because it's jamming. It's not like, I'm like, oh my God, did you see this such and such person, and
right.
what they were wearing? Like, videos aren't the same either. And I understand the industry sucks. You know what I mean? There's no money in it like the way it used to be. They don't spend budgets. All the record companies, because of the downloads, they've merged together or closed.
Right.
And a lot of people are doing independent, but as far as creativity, I think the lyrical content is not there. It's kind of like songs for today, not like timeless songs. Like those songs that were made a long time ago and you can play them again today, those are the songs that last, and you still hear them on the radio.
Hey, you ain't never lying.
I think that's what I'm missing.
I love the kind of songs that, and to me it was always a good look, because you're so right about just, having these, either rising stars or the established stars just putting out good quality music that has timeless, I remember hearing, Ain't Too Proud to Beg. I remember where I was, what I was doing, what I had on, and who I was talking to when that joint came out, you know what I mean? And a lot of, moments with TLC and a lot of other songs, Michael Jackson and, stuff like that. And then to me, I always feel like, you got to create moments that's going to last a lifetime and not last for the moment. It's just even like slow jams, like, you know what I'm saying? I want those, that you can... part what I'm saying, you can make love to a whole long time, you know what I mean? I don't want the one, the little quick ones, you know what I'm saying? That's not fun. It's not fun.
Well, if I still listen to Marvin Gaye today, it's just as good as it was back then. Like, there's just, I don't know, there's just a lack of creativity. Now, you do have a handful that, have great music and looks to match and stuff like that, but I call them puppets. There's a lot of puppets out here, and what I mean by that is the artists that are kind of like, okay, given a look, given a sound, given a song, and you just go out there and you do this. Like, it's just not authentic the way it used to be. You can tell the ones where I'm like, honey, I can read through all that Maybelline. I know when I see something fake. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, okay, they got Maybelline written all over their face, honey.
So you be seeing that I can see clearly now, Joy. I can see clearly now. Like you can see it all, huh? You can see
T-Boz
is our guest on the Airbus.
Right. Hilarious.
So are we going to be able to see it come back full circle again as far as, creativity in this genre? Because I'm like you. I mean, you was born to do this, and I was born to appreciate good quality music. So are we going to see this come back, though?
Yeah, I don't like to call it a comeback. I would call it returning. How about that?
Okay.
Because
gotcha. That sounds good.
I never went nowhere, but I had to take a break for, reasons like medical issues and stuff like that. But, life happens, whether it's, Lisa passing or whatever. So life throws curveballs that you're not expecting, so it is what it is. But I'm still here, and if God will, and I'm meant to do it. But we have some great things coming. We just wrapped, the TLC movie. It's coming out on VH1 the end of this year. And we're doing 4 new singles. And mixed with, and we re-recorded all of our old hits as well. So it's going to be fun. And we're going on tour. So right now, June 22nd, we get the Lifetime Achievement Award at the JMTV Awards, Japan. And the only other person I'm excited about it, because only Michael Jackson only got it. And so I'm like, I get something like that. So I'm excited about that. And then in Hershey Park, there's a festival July 27th, and so we'll be on that festival. And then you'll hear about other dates. So
that is solid. I'm so proud of you guys and your legacy. And you mentioned the movie, and I know you and Chili had your hands, literally on this movie as far as the production of it. How comfortable that you feel that the fans is going to be able to, relate to not just, the actors playing you guys as parts, but, the story being told?
Well, I'll say this. We have an interesting story. You're talking about 3 girls and 3 stories for 20 years. So, everybody wished it could have been like a week long or something like the Jacksons. There's not enough time to explain all the stories that we have that, it's funny because VH1 and the producers were like, this doesn't sound real. We're like, oh, yeah, I know. Our real life sounded like a movie. It was crazy. So we had to pick and choose what made the most sense. But at the end of the day, Charles Stone the third is the one shooting the movie. He did Drumline with Dallas. He's a great, director. But it actually, it's crazy. Like, it even came together better than we expected. And but I chose not to look at the dailies because I want to see it with everybody else, just like you guys. But we were hands-on the whole time, from making up routines for my characters from when I was a teenager. We were in there practicing with each girl down from the beginning, from the script on up to date. So we're still, like, hands-on through this whole project. So I just hope everybody likes it. I get nervous before anything comes out that we do, and I just hope everybody likes it. But it should tell a story, especially for inspiring artists, to show you what happened, what to do, what not to do, and why things are the way they are. So if anybody was a TLC fan, you can understand why certain things happened the way they did, because you get to see the emotion behind it.
I would have been more worried if you guys didn't have your hands on the project, because you know how it is when people release, certain movies or certain things and it didn't have your imprint on it. I would tend to get a little worried because, it might be a story that wasn't even your story that was just implemented in the movie. You know what I mean? And
that goes back into that puppet thing. Ain't no strings
There you go.
Ain't no way. I ain't never let nobody run my life, and that's never going to happen. If that's how it has to go, then I'm done, and there's no reason for me to do this. I can gracefully bow out, tip my hat, and keep it moving on to something else, because when it gets to that, I'm not doing it. It's just my day. If it's my day, I'm out. But, of course, when you have partnerships, especially with movies and stuff, sometimes you have to compromise or give and take on things that you don't necessarily want to, but it just makes sense overall, because at the end of the day, no one wants to be, crazy about it. Like, no, it has to be this way. You're not going to lose a whole movie over, like, something that's important to them as a partner. So, of course,
Right.
those type of things happen, but that's just the business. So it was cracking me up because, you know, some of the fans were like, oh, you picked this person, that person. You guys are dissing people before you even seen the movie. And, you know, people are like, oh, this person doesn't look like you, but this person does. I'm like, but it's a movie. Okay, she could look like me, but if she can't dance or if she can't, you know, acting is like number one first, and there's hair and makeup all day long. But the girls did a great job, and it's not like you're looking for someone to be 100% you. If that was, you know, the way things were going to go, we could have been replaced a long time ago. That's not possible. So as long as each character has the essence of who we are to convey that to, you know, the world, then that's good enough.
That's why I always kept an open mind with, you know, the people that you have to play the certain roles, because, you know, everybody's skeptical about certain things, and then I've always kept an open mind because, you know, and now I feel better because knowing that you guys are hands-on and involved in playing a key role in this movie, it just makes more sense for people to go out there and take a look at it and appreciate it for what it is, because it is being told through your eyes. So, you know, it's important for people to get the word out, right?
But see, you got that on the head. We had so many people like, well, I was there. It don't matter what you was doing. This is our movie through our eyes, like you said, from our perspective as to what happened. So it doesn't matter who was standing next to me. If I was there to tell you the story, it doesn't matter what your version was. You know what I'm saying? So people was like, well, you know, it's like we added who, you know, was most important and influential to get the story across, but, you know, some people were like, well, what about me? It's just like, honey, I am in the movie, and I can't even have my story told, all of mine, so do you really think that you're going to be a part? I mean, it ain't even being mean, but real talk, it's our perspective. I don't need you to tell my story because, hell, I was there doing it.
That's right. That's right.
So the movie is not about, this is all TLC's friends. Hell, my mama wasn't even there, you know, and that's one of the most important people to me on the planet. So I don't need nobody to tell my story, and I'm still here to do it. Thank you. So, you know, they just need to get off of it. So they're like, that's my 5 minutes gone right there. I'm like, it's not about being mean. This is business. This is business. It ain't personal. And as long as my black behind's live and her black tail is too, and both of us can speak for Lisa as well because we was there with her too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I was very close to Lisa. So, like, yeah, like, I don't think we need you for that. Thank you, though. No. Keep it moving.
Keeping it real. T-Boz is here on the AM Buzz. And, you know, a quick question before we let you go. And you can follow this young lady on Twitter at @TheRealT-Boz. Do it now. Not just follow all the time. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. And
yeah, Instagram, same name. Hit me up. I talk back.
Exactly.
Look, I talk back.
Hey, I know this firsthand because, you know, this has been a while ago. You and me, we've had a couple of quick ones as far as on Twitter and responses and stuff. And people out there that's listening, Tionne is real active on Twitter. She does reply back, and I know she gets hundreds of thousands and millions of tweets and all that stuff, but she does take time to do it. I know firsthand. So there you go.
Yep, thank you.
Let me ask you a quick one before I let you go. This is when I always try to, you know, throw a little curveball or something like that. And I know I was talking to Chili not too long ago too, and we were talking about '90s fashion and how you guys set trends, not just with the hairstyle, but the, you know, clothes and stuff like that. So if you had one choice to keep anything that was from the '90s and wear it right now in 2013, what would it be? Gotta think about that one.
I'm gonna pick my sideburns. Fuck the clothes. I like when I saw Drew Fedora, who's playing me in the movie, and she had the like crease haircut. I was looking like all junk. I was like, girl, I was like, maybe I should cut my hair back. I liked it. I was like, oh my gosh, your hair is so cute. She was like, duh, I'm playing you, dummy. I'm like, well, I didn't mean it like as in me, just if I was looking at you as a girl walking up the street, I would love your hairstyle. So I'm going to pick the creep haircut. I carry that around my pocket and say, that's T-Boz's. At least that's mine, all mine, and mine alone.
So you wouldn't rock the clothes or nothing like that, right? Like you just keep the hair.
I had them sideburns like, boop, 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 boop. I mean, and I throw in some Doc Martens if you want to add it that way, because they back out
Hey.
again, so you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but if
that's
I did,
what's
I'd
up.
probably keep that, because I ain't wearing no damn cross colors in 2013. It's not about to happen. No, sir. That was hot then, but right now they'd be like, who is this fool? Does she need to get checked into the mental hospital? She talking to herself and loud.
But you know what, Tionne, you could wear that and still win today. Only you could pull it off though. Only you.
I would be scared to do that. My family would be like, what the hell? Like, you talking about really not being able to get out the past? That's one of them people like, I so did wish, I could be back then. No, it's not okay.
You are too
and, my family, they let me know. Like, my family's so blunt. They be like, that's whack. Like, they would just bluntly tell you, like, because there's this picture I put on my Instagram. Y'all got to go see it. So I said, I look like a tranny, and I cross-dressed that night. In this picture, I've always hated this picture. So I said, just call me Harold, right? So I showed it to my brother. He was like, yeah, you look kind of manly. Then I showed my mom. She said, I was like, good thing I'm not sensitive. But, oh, my God, I swear I look like a cross-dresser.
You are too funny.
I got that deep voice when I sing, like, hey, my name is Harold. No, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. It was not high. What's wrong? You got to go on my Instagram and look at it. I got blonde hair.
I didn't already check you out. I didn't see. Trust me, I'm following you on Instagram too, not just on Twitter. I got you.
I hate that picture. It's not okay.
I didn't see that whole thing. I was over there like, okay, look at this woman go. Get it. Go ahead.
Hilarious.
Go ahead. Hey, but you know what? I want you, especially when you guys do your music thing, and I know you guys got a lot more to talk about, not just on the music level, but the movie coming up, and all things that is not just TLC, but even Tionne. I just want you to just kind of keep tabs, with the station. I know my staff here is just, they love you to death, and they wanted to, send some love to you as well. And, I told you, I mean, we grew up together, so, I fell in love with you, and you didn't know who I was, like I said, and it's just real dope to be able to, tell you that I appreciate you and I love you for your gifts that you've given the world and the inspiration that you put out there. So, you don't be a stranger.
I won't be. Y'all, you hit me up whenever, honey. I already got something to talk about.
Hey, and I'm always on you on Twitter. So, like I said, I appreciate you for even replying back. So,
What's your name on Twitter?
I am Branded.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna reply to you right now as I get ready to spin a song in a little while, but I love you, Tionne. Keep doing your thing. You know what? Real quickly.
Thank you. Yes.
Your website, boz-biz.com, that's still active and open for people to just go ahead and hit and just kind of check out certain things going on, right?
No, I'm not really using it. You know what? The thing that's so funny, I just have to redo some things because, these record companies be making me mad. So the digital company, even though the song's for charity that I have championed going through, that's why I don't push it no more, because I'm getting off that little deal, and I'm going to just champion and put it out myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so,
That's good to know. That's good to know. So when I start seeing you, tweet it and push that line, that means it's 110% a Tionne thing, and we're going to support it like we always do. So I'm glad you told me that. That's good to know. Miss T-Boz, Tionne Watkins here on the AM Buzz. I love you to death. Don't be a stranger, and we'll be on Twitter and Instagram and all that good stuff, and we'll catch up.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Much love. It is beautiful, the talented, super mom and all.
NexxLegacy.